Next week, we're kicking off Winter Madness. Multiple events every day from the 22nd through the 30th. The Scout will be watching, and 2K TV will be crowning Winter Madness MVPs with 250,000 VC up for grabs for the winners. Check our holiday special on Friday for all the details.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We're coming at you from the Staples Center in beautiful downtown Los Angeles as the Clippers prepare to take the floor. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. Dallas right now in the middle of a road trip. And, of course, Jahlil Okafor. And now's the time where he's getting settled during these first few games with the new team.
You know, I'm excited and somewhat anxious to see how this team is going to evolve since the trade was made. I mean, he is a guy that could end up being a key player for them as we get ready to hit that stretch run.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Okafor. Batuma's out there with Chalmers. That's Lance Stevenson, and it's Nance in at the power forward position.
Great college pedigree for Denzel Valentine. 4 years at Michigan State University, my alma mater. A hometown kid from Lansing. His father was a Spartan, and Denzel honored to wear his father's number, 45.
Here's Chalmers after Luka Doncic's bucket. And Nance kicks to Stevenson. Pass to Okafor. Shot clock at 6. Taken away. Passes it to Doncic. Inside. And Lure gets it to go.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
A lot of laziness going on out there. Still early in the game, but that needs to get worked out.
Now here's Okafor. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Batum, good.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Here's Lure. Really had troubles in the loss to Portland. And he makes that one. Doncic has got his second bucket tonight.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Stevenson finds Okafor. Second shot opportunity. He lays it in. Okafor's got his first points in this one.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
And there's one thing you're trying to minimize. It's second chance opportunities for defensive rebounding for them.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
And Chalmers kicks to Stevenson. Over Valentine, and Stevenson, the bucket on the assist by Chalmers.
And so many defenses nowadays really not designed to take away that mid-range jumper.
If you go by pure analytics, there is an argument to be made for that. This time, doesn't work out.
Tracks in the tray.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Kicks to Okafor. Shoots over Doncic. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Clippers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. A drive by Lee. That shot off the mark. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Last time they met was in Dallas.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
As long as they maintain that same aggressiveness, they should be in solid shape to come away victorious again.
Clippers with the ball, following the score by Dallas. 5 to shoot. Here's Valentine. Sweet little floater.
The beauty of the teardrop. Very difficult to really contest.
And so it's Chalmers with it. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They trailed on 1. Here's Okafor in the hoop for his 3rd make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. For Los Angeles, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Doncic kicks to lead. And again, it's the Clippers from deep. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Chalmers passes to Stevenson. Great look, but off the mark.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Now, here's Doncic, defended by Chalmers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And looking at Luka Doncic, incredibly mature for his age. Physically, the broad shoulders, weighing in about 230. Mentally, though, advanced understanding of how to play the game.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Mavericks trail by 4. And Chalmers kicks to Nance. Second chance shot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
You know, Greg, it's amazing that Doncic, at his age, could already have such a complete offensive game.
I mean, a terrific skill set. And Doncic spent plenty of time as a primary ball handler. Obviously can score in a number of ways, just a versatile threat.
Oh, right around this time of the season, Smitty, it's easy to lose focus. Talk about how players keep themselves motivated to bring it every night. That, to me, would seem very difficult.
It is, and I think you got to set those little small goals. I think on one of our teams, our goals was after the All-Star break, you can see we were starting to get into that funk. And what we said was, let's not lose 2 games in a row for the rest of the season. Those type of small goals keeps everybody engaged.
You put the season in terms of every 20 games, every 10 games? How do you measure it to kind of pace yourself?
I think most teams do it in a block of 20s. Like you said, you kind of go a block of 20s and see if you can go, 75% in those games. And that's where you start to see the great teams, they do that.
It's good to know. Wilson Chandler's checked in for the Mavericks. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Mario Chalmers. Chandler kicks to Okafor. And the pass to Clarkson. 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
That was very tight defense. He tried to force the layup anyway. I think that was a questionable decision. Well, what did Coach tell us? He wanted each guy to contest shots and rebound tonight. That's exactly what we just saw.
Pass to Batum. Nance outside. Back to Batum. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
He turned on the Jets. As soon as he got that screen, it went right to the hole. Great decision making there.
And Lure kicks to Doncic. There's Lee with the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Okafor. He has 6. Chandler outside. Back to Okafor. A second chance effort. They grab their own miss. And Nance slams it in.
And great job by Nance attacking at the rim. That's why you scout for effort players that do it consistently every night.
Knox lays it up and in on the nice reverse. And the Clippers lead by 5.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Now here's Okafor. Outside, Batum. Okafor gets the bucket. Okafor's got 8 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Valentine passes to Lue. Now here's Valentine. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Knox. It's stolen by Nance. Clarkson with the ball. Not too proud of his numbers in that game against the Nuggets, that's for sure. Lue against Okafor. Goes up the baseline, and it's Lue with the rebound.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Now, here's Doncic. 9 points last game out. To the middle, here's Lee. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 11 points in the game.
Once he's dialed in, helping to dictate the flow of this game.
Chandler dishes to Clarkson. Pass to Nance. Fades away. Valentine grabs the board.
And that's a surprise. He's usually deadly from mid-range.
Now, here's Doncic. He's covered by Clarkson. And there's the pass to Knox. From outside, off the mark. And here's Clarkson. He brings it up for Dallas. It's a 5-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
And simply put, they couldn't score. They never got completely in sync in that one.
Well, that's putting it mildly. They were in total disarray. I have no idea where their heads were that night. You look at that lead pass there. He just has such a great feel for the game.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Well, we know, Steve, the GMs are in a tough position in this NBA. Trying to win, obviously, is the #1 desire, but they got to balance everyone's view of the landscape. Winning now as opposed to looking what's best for the future.
And it's totally hard because we all understand what happens because you get penalized at the end of the year if you're not a team that's, pretty much locked in the playoffs. You almost want to lose games to get a chance to have a better chance to get a higher draft pick. I think this is something that over the course of the next few seasons, this will be looked at very closely.
For the Clippers, Terrence Ross is checked in for Valentine. Allen comes in for Courtney Lee. And it's Grant in for Doncic. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Okafor. Mike Powell comes in for Nance. J.J. Barea is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Clarkson. Ross in the corner. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark.
And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Justin Anderson, he's checked in for Knox.
Justin Anderson.
Now here's Powell, defended by Anderson. Powell, that's good. Powell's got his first points of the night.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. Allen, that's good.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Mavericks trail by 7. Now Barea. Takes it off the glass.
Well, early on, neither team put much emphasis on the defensive side.
No doubt. The offensive game plan on both sides has been effective early on.
Now here's Ross. 8 points his last outing. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
This season, the percentage right around 72%, so not the kind of success he was hoping for.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That free throw good from Ross. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. McConnell scanning the floor. To the wing right side. Nowitzki for three. Unable to get that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebounding, or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, you have to crash the glass on both sides of the floor, and they didn't get the job done in terms of creating second chance opportunities.
That pushes it to double digits. And now it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead. And here's Barea. On the wing, Chandler. Good, and it's Barea who picks up the assist. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. Right back after this break. Now in the later stages of his career, Dirk Nowitzki talked about how special he feels marching his way up the all-time scoring leaderboard.
Makes you reflect, you know, milestones always make you reflect on everything. I've been really blessed.
And it's clear, GA, that Dirk still enjoys playing the game and training buckets in a variety of ways.
You can't deny his legacy. Arguably the best 7-foot shooter in the history of our game, which is why he's so high up on that leaderboard.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
Yeah, their scoring's been on point. They've got the early lead. Always feels good when that happens.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Mavericks, Powell is out there with Nowitzki. Then it's Wilson Chandler. Then there's J.J. Barea, and it's McConnell in at the point. Here's Grant, following the score by Dallas. He kicks it to Allen. And Anderson has it in the corner. Drains the three-pointer. Anderson's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
Further proof that you can't leave anyone in this league that wide open.
Pass to Nowitzki. Back to Barea. Here's the floater. Rebound by the Clippers.
And you look at J.J. Barea and how he's played over the years, has always been a spark plug for a team off the bench. It just plays with energy and creativity no matter the situation.
Chandler, no good. Clippers leading by 10. Here's Allen. Missed inside.
Uh-oh, he misses the bunny. I think he thought somebody was coming over to contest it.
Barea against Allen. Barea kicks to Nowitzki. Back to Barea. 6 to shoot. Los Angeles making a switch here. Graham's checked in. And Dallas with a change here too. And Stevenson's checked in for Wilson Chandler. the second. 2 minutes gone by. Nowitzki bounce pass. 6 on the shot clock. Lure against Stevenson. Here's Powell. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Strong move at the rim. Overpowers the smaller defender.
Allen against Nowitzki. Allen finds Anderson. Yep, that one goes. Anderson's got the lead. Back up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
It's fine to extend your defense to try and create turnovers, but guys have to help each other.
That's been a problem for them all game. Teamwork is something you just can't turn on and off.
And the Mavericks call time here. More and more teams are emphasizing the transition game, Steve. What do you think it takes to be successful at that?
No, I think it comes down in a transition game if you have players, not just the point guard or the guy assigned to handle the basketball the most. When you have a lot of unselfish players, and what I mean by that is not a lot of guys can pass. You'd love to have that, Kevin, but also guys that will run and understand they won't get the bucket, but because they run and take a defender, that they allow a driving lane for their teammate to be able to score.
Now here's Allen. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland. Inside, here's Lure. Banked in off the glass. Lure's got his third basket of the night right there. Mavericks trail by 9. Berea surveying the floor. Pass to McConnell. Kicks to Nowitzki. Over Lure. Nowitzki's shot is no good. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. There's Allen. That's good on the assist by Anderson. And now an 11-point Clipper lead.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's Stevenson. The shot from the low post is good. Stevenson's got his second basket of the game. And so Allen will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the last of 3 straight at home for the team. Anderson passes to Graham. Kicks it out to Allen. 3-pointer. And it's McConnell with the rebound. Mavericks trail by 9. Here's Berea. Got a piece of it. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's the Mavericks now. Powell kicks to McConnell. The dish to Berea. Passes it to Stevenson. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Lure's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Allen. Again, Allen missing.
He's hit a rough patch this quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of it, though.
Loss against Stevenson. Dishes to Berea. Over Lure. Here's Powell. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Powell's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. A different look for the Clippers. Knox, he's checked in for Anderson. Valentine comes in for Terrence Ross. And Doncic is subbed in for Allen. Dallas also making some changes. Harry Nance is checked in for Nowitzki. Jordan Clarkson comes in for J.J. Berea. And it's Chalmers in for T.J. McConnell. The pass to Chalmers. With the floater, and the layup is good. Now just a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Now here's Doncic. Defense right on him. Releases from the wing and drills it. Doncic has got 10 points in the game.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, or he's going to burn you.
Pass to Clarkson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And Jordan Clarkson is a player who is looking for his shot whenever he gets the ball. Can distribute enough, but it isn't his top priority. Very dangerous when left alone outside.
Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for the Mavericks.
And you know, Clarkson entering the league as a second-round pick, a little unsung for most of his career, but always seems to find a way to contribute.
And with Clarkson as good as he is outside, Greg, he prefers to shoot off the dribble than on the catch.
Yeah, and it's why Clarkson gets labeled a high-volume, low-efficiency guy. Terrific on catch-and-shoot chances. I think if he played more towards his strengths, he could put together a career year.
And there it is for him.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Valentine kicks to Doncic. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Now, here's Chalmers. Pass to Clarkson. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
It's amazing. He is on fire here in the second period after going scoreless in the first.
Passes to Knox. Fires, high post. No good off the back of the rim. Mavericks trail by 4. And there's the feed to Clarkson. Count that bucket. Clarkson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
Graham kicks to Doncic. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here are the Clippers. Down low, Knox. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
A floater. Batum dishes to Chalmers. Outside for Batum. 6 to shoot. From deep. Mavericks with the new shot clock. Here's Powell. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Brown is checked in for the Clippers. Steve, you had an excellent playing career. Talk a little bit about the work you had to put in and just to get to the NBA.
Yeah, it comes down to that work ethic. Obviously, we all have talent, but you have to put in that work. And that work continues on the court, off the court, and it's basically 365 days a year where you have to find a way to get better.
Was it mainly shooting for you?
No, not mainly shooting for me, Kevin. I think it was always just my overall game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Okafor is checked in for Dwight Powell, and Wilson Chandler's subbed in for Nicholas Batum.
He could have easily been selfish there and taken the shot, but he smartly kicked it out for a wide open look.
And so here is Dallas. Clippers able to drain the 3. Here's Okafor over Lure. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down now to just 3 in the basket from Okafor.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Here he is doing it again.
Brown kicks to Doncic. Back to Brown. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The pass to Clarkson. To the inside. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Saturday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Sunday, they'll go up against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And for that matchup with the Pelicans, you know they want to come out and make a big statement in that one. It won't be easy, but anything can happen.
And the Clippers making a change here. Grant's checked in. Chalmers finds Clarkson. 1:52 left in the second quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Chandler. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
Lee's checked in for Doncic. The Mavericks have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
Clarkson against Brown. Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut back down to 3 on the basket from Clarkson.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
Now, here's Lure. He's got 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Mario Chalmers picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
The Clippers are trying to revamp their roster. They will pursue the big-time free agents. We all know the L.A. market, it's a big selling point.
Smitty, even as they aggressively court star free agents, the Clippers are some of the best draft assets they've had in a decade.
You're totally right. From 2010 until this past draft lottery, they didn't draft no higher than 25th. 2 lottery picks this summer, adding some young blood to their roster.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Clarkson. No good on the shot. Some solid defense from Brown. Clippers leading by 4. Lee kicks to Grant. Buries the long-range jumper. Grant's got his first 3 points of the game. And so it's Chalmers with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. He dishes it to Clarkson. Pass to Okafor. Back to Clarkson. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
His marksmanship this quarter has been unbelievable, yet they still trail in this game.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
This season, the percentage right around 72%, so not the kind of success he was hoping for.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for the Mavericks. T.J. McConnell comes in for Mario Chalmers.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Chandler against Lee. Pass to Knox. Takes a 3. No good that time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, welcome back. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 15 points and 6 assists. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter.
And that'll about...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And every team needs this, a guy who challenges the defense with that slashing ability.
You know what? So many teams focus on the perimeter and alley-oops. It's important to have someone who can work that in-between area.
We've got Valentine. John Lure's out there with Knox. Then there's Doncic, and it's Lee in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. A shot by Batum, no good. Now, here's Doncic, defended by Chalmers, and finished off by Lure.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
Here's Doncic, following the basket by Lance Stevenson. Now, here's Doncic. He's guarded closely. Lee outside. It's stolen by Nance. For the finish. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Lure. Averaging about 11 points. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or 2 on him. But that's easier said than done.
2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both free throws good from Nance. Los Angeles leading by 4. Doncic passes to Luke. He kicks to Lee. High, arcing shot, and the layup is up and in. Lee's got 15.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter. Stolen by Lure. Now here's Valentine. He's guarded by Stevenson, and the basket by Knox.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
And Chalmers kicks to Okafor. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Another shot. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Now, here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Let's take a brief moment to look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's feistiest defensive teams. Second, the Mavericks.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
And Chalmers kicks to Stevenson. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the 3rd.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Batum scanning the floor. Over Lee. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 6 in the bucket from Batum. Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Lee against Batum. Lee finds Lure and finished off by Lure.
And not a guy known for style points when it comes to throwing one down, but every once in a while, Kevin.
Greg, why don't we see more dunks like that from him? He's certainly got the size for it.
Oh, no question he does. I just think he likes to keep the fans guessing.
And it's Okafor missing. Los Angeles leading by 8. Here's Knox. The Mavericks pull it in.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Chalmers with it. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Chalmers has got his third bucket of the night.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
And he makes the little adjustment just as he goes to lay it in.
Now here's Lee. He's got 15. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. This is his first free throw of the game.
An 85% shooter there, and they've been able to count on him hitting his shots from the line.
First free throw is good. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Now he's checked in for Okafor, and Barea subbed in for Mario Chalmers. And both free throws good for Lee.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Now here's Barea. Graham defending. It's blocked. And it's Lee penetrating. It's tipped, and they get it back. Allen against Batum. And the dunk by Batum.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
Clippers with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Here's Lee. Powell pulls it in. Stevenson outside. Kicks it to Barea. Nance outside. Ross with the steal. And Lance Stevenson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Lure's checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Nowitzki's checked in. Here's Knox, guarded by Powell. From 13, that's good on the jump shot. Knox has got 16. Mavericks trail by 8. Barea, the pass to Powell. The dish to Nowitzki. And he comes up with the deuce. Nowitzki's got his first points of the game. And Joe Allen will bring it up for the Clippers. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Powell's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
For Dallas, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Lance Stevenson.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Clippers leading by 3. Allen outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. 7 points in the game.
I mean, just a good shooter taking what the defense allows. Find some space out beyond the arc.
Here's Chandler. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Barea with a wide open look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki. Barea's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Graham, guarded by Berea. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Ross against Nowitzki. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Ross, that's good.
He has size, but the first step of Terrence Ross is what makes him so good on the drive.
Now here's Berea. He's got 5. 13 feet away. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Berea's got his 3rd basket of the night. Allen surveying the D. And another 3 for the Clippers.
I can't understand in the midst of a game you leave an elite shooter this wide open.
Inside, it's tipped. Chandler outside. Lays it up and banks it in. Chandler's got 7 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And the Clippers call time here.
Yeah, I mean, just wants to make sure everybody's on the same page here going forward.
You know, sometimes the best way to approach it, let your guys know what they're doing well and give them 1 or 2 things that they could have done better.
Deciding to change it up. Some rookies have had a very hot hand this season. These are the best 3-point shooters in the NBA's freshman class. Allen outside. To the inside. Knox. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. McConnell kicks to Clarkson. Lure against Nowitzki. Outside Chandler. Shot clock at 5. From 18 feet away. Misses off the right iron.
Boy, he loves that mid-range jumper. Just fails to create enough room to operate.
Grant dishes to Lure. Passes it to Allen. Here's Grant. The 3-pointer, no good. Mavericks trail by 4. And Jaren Grant, 5 years at Notre Dame, redshirted as a freshman and helped lead them to the Elite Eight back in 2015.
The Irish had a high-powered offense, Kevin. A lot of shooters. A good preparation for him in the NBA.
And it's Nowitzki missing.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Clarkson looking for an opening. The pass to Nowitzki. Over Allen. Shot is good in the Los Angeles leads. Cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Dirk Nowitzki.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Now here's Brown. No points in the game yet for him. Just 5 on the clock. The shot, no good. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Now Clarkson. Clarkson. He's got 13. Chandler finds Powell. To the paint. Here's Clarkson. Nails the baby hook. And now just a 2-point Clipper lead.
Hey guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Grant the pass to Allen. From 8, buries the jump shot. Allen's got 12.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
Clarkson against Lure. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Dallas, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good. Clarkson.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Denzel Valentine, he's checked in for Los Angeles. The Mavericks also with a sub. Okafor is checked in for Powell. And both free throws good for Clarkson. 1:11 left to play in the third. Allen against Clarkson. Allen kicks to Grant. And it's good for 2. Grant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And it's Nowitzki missing. Clippers leading by 4. Okafor with the steal. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. McConnell finds Okafor. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Okafor's got 12 in the game.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
Clarkson against Allen. Dishes it to Valentine. Over Chandler. Misses the shot. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Los Angeles on top, up by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Dallas, Jahlil Okafor is out there with Nowitzki. Then there's Chalmers. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's McConnell in at the 1. Now here's Chandler. Here's Nowitzki. The shot goes down to get this game back to even. Nowitzki's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Dallas. Grant kicks to Doncic. Over Chalmers. The Clippers keep it alive. Now, here's Grant. He's guarded closely. Pass to Valentine. Over Chandler. Valentine shot good. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Man, both teams scoring at a higher rate here down the stretch.
You know what? It's all about the offense. Decisive and prolific. Fun duel to watch.
Now here's Chandler. To the paint. Here's Okafor. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Here's Doncic. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Chandler, good. And McConnell gets the assist. Chandler's got the game tied up here for the Mavs. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Grant the pass to Lue. He dishes it to Doncic from about 16. And it's the Clippers scoring again.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. McConnell kicks to Chalmers. Out to Chandler. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Nowitzki. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Pass to Knox. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Here's Valentine. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Mavericks have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Grant. Then for the Mavericks, Lance Stevenson comes in for Okafor, and it's Batum in for T.J. McConnell.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Here's Knox. He kicks to Lee. Passes it to Luke. To the right side. Now here's Valentine. Defended by Nowitzki. Up again. Rebounded by Wilson Chandler. And here's Chandler who brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. The pass to Stevenson. Wide open. And it's Lure with the rebound. Lure's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Doncic passes to Lee.
Yeah, nice strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
At the line to the Clippers, Courtney Lee. Taking 2 shots. Two.
First free throw is good. And the Mavericks making a change here. Nance is checked in. He hits both from the stripe. The Maverick shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? And Chalmers kicks to Batum. Pass to Nowitzki. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Clippers trail. Lee outside. Pass to Doncic. With some arc, Dirk Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got 4 rebounds in this game. Batum against Lee. Batum dishes to Stevenson. Nowitzki outside. Batum finds Nance. 5 on the clock. And that one's good by Stevenson.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Out to the right wing. Here's Doncic. That one a little long.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Batum for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Lure's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Valentine passes to Doncic. Batum brings the double team. Stolen by Chalmers. Stevenson right side. And Chalmers kicks to Stevenson. They get it back. Nowitzki. With that miss, he's now made 6 and missed 6 from the field. Clippers trail by 5. And here is Valentine. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. They'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Sunday, they'll be matching up against Kevin Durant and the Golden State Warriors. Stevenson right side. Kicks it out to Nowitzki. Passes to Chalmers. Dallas moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Batum for 3. But they get it back.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard. Gets them another possession and allows them to run even more clock.
Here's Stevenson. Dallas again missing.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
Valentine passes to Lee. With the fadeaway. Doncic, no good.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots.
And the basket by Stevenson.
And you like to see since the half now, he's finally starting to come around.
And the Clippers call time here.
And the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
You know, for the most part, their perimeter D is holding up, but they might have to sacrifice some of that to close down the lane.
And with this game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
If he can only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. He does not like the high foul number in this game. He told them, you've got to stop biting on the shot fake. Stop gambling for steals. That's giving them easy points at the line. We'll see how they respond.
Now, here's Stevenson. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line. And now it's a 9-point Maverick lead.
The mid-range game is becoming more of a lost art, but not for this guy.
Lee kicks to Doncic. In the corner, Valentine with it. And nothing is falling for him right now.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
And finished off by Okafor.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. We hear the term empty stats every once in a while, Steve, usually referring to great production on a bad team. How valid do you think that theory is?
It is. A lot of guys you see are averaging, you know, these numbers, and players look around, and you know the players you're saying, unfortunately for him, those numbers are empty stats because there are a lot of times these numbers are found in when the game is decided And a lot of times on bad teams, you see these guys going for numbers. Then you get a chance to see them play on good teams, and those stats just don't match up.
Good explanation. Here's Stevenson. After Luka Doncic's bucket, he gets that one.
You know, as ice cold as he was in the first half, that's how hot he has been since the break. No one can match up with him right now.
Kicks the lead. 13 feet away. The Mavericks pull it in. Here's Batum. Goes back up. The shot's good from Nance.
Yeah, this league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
Here's Knox. From deep. Shot clock reset for Los Angeles. And plenty of contact on the shot. So, 2 free throws coming up.
And you know, he hasn't been able to get to the line as much as he did in that first half. Credit the defense for making the adjustment.
He's off on the first.
And possesses such a refined feel for the game that Doncic knows he has what it takes to be a great player in this league.
Allen's checked in for Los Angeles. Dwight Powell's checked in for Dallas. And there's the foul. It'll go on Denzel Valentine. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he hadn't established position there.
Clippers on defense. They trail by 14. It's Allen on the wing. Over Batum. And that one comes up a bit short. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Stevenson outside. He kicks it to Okafor. Outside, Batum. Over Allen. A shot by Batum, no good. Fires from deep. Allen, that's good.
I can't understand in the midst of a game you leave an elite shooter this wide open.
Mavericks leading by 11. It's Powell on the wing. Chalmers looking around. It's Powell on the wing. Chalmers finds Okafor. Doncic comes with the double team. Tries again, and the basket by Chalmers.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
And he's not going to back off. Even with that big lead, he's going to get more motivated to keep stretching out their lead.
Here's Knox. The Mavericks making the shot. Shoots from 14. Powell pulls it in.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Dallas.
The key here, guys, was second chance points.
They pounded the offensive glass and won the scrambles for loose balls, giving them plenty of added opportunity.
And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions, and the nice night it ended up being for Jahlil Okafor.
You know, he was flying around on both ends of the floor. Terrific energy and enthusiasm, and that rubbed off on his teammates. I thought he was a catalyst tonight.
And it's in there.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
They better have some extra goodies on that plane, because after this blowout, they deserve to be rewarded.
Allen inside. It's good.
And you have to appreciate the aggression. Nice work inside.
So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but